What's up, everybody? Welcome to Adam Lee Henderson, the YouTube channel. I'm so excited about today's vlog. I got a good friend with me. Today we're starting a new series called the Worship Series, and I wanted to get individuals that I love, admire, and appreciate in ministry. My first guest is someone who I admired for years, and I was so shocked when she said, "I'll do your show for you, Adam." Welcome to the YouTube channel, Miss Madame, the Queen.
I can't take the queen.
You are the queen.
Okay.
You are the queen. Why
Can't
the queen?
Oh, I can't take this stool. Hold on, y'all. Oh, yes, Lord. All right.
You got there. You got there. Jaccarri is such a wonderful, wonderful worship leader that I admire for years. Like I've said before, and I want to do this series to kind of like have a conversation about, you know, worship off the stage, or sometimes worship leaders are kind of like expendable, if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
So I wanted to talk to worship leaders and get your perspective. What is life like on your side of the, you know, the world? You know what I mean? The world needs to know who Jaccarri Bell is. She's the truth. When I tell you, when did you realize you had that gift? You realized I got to do what God called me to do.
Well, mine was a little different than some, because my grandfather was the pastor. It was on my family was the musical family. So my mom was the choir director, and my brother played the keyboard, and my dad was the leader, you know, the head deacon, and he was the lead.
Wow.
He sung all the leads on every song, and so it was kind of inevitable that it was going to happen. But it wasn't until we started a youth praise team at church. I just became the leader some kind of way, because I've always had, you know, the leader in me kind of always take over. You know, my attitude is, if y'all can't do it, I can do it. Don't worry about it.
I know
So
that's right.
I kind of just started doing it, and the more I did it, the more it became what I love to do. That's how I started. But when I realized that it was my gift, it was actually a service that I went to away. Someone had asked me to sing, and in the middle of the service, it was like a really, really heavy service, and I started singing a song, and it was like everything just broke. And I was like, okay, God, I love how you would use me. If you would just keep using me in this matter, then I would just do anything for you.
Yeah.
And it just kept happening. It kept happening, and I just kept trying to grow what he was giving me over and over and over again, and not seeing the same thing happen. I always wanted something fresh.
Yeah.
I always wanted something
I
fresh.
feel like that too.
Don't do it the same way every time, but do it.
So with that being said, like, did you ever feel afraid, or kind of like, wait, you knew that God gave you that gift, and there were moments like, wait, God, I don't know if I'm worthy, or I don't know if I understand that what the weight that's on me right now. Have you ever felt that?
Right. Well, it's hard to understand, because it is a weight. It says that the weights are not easily beset you. So they don't. These weights aren't easy to hold on to.
Gotcha.
But it's a weight that you decide and you choose to carry for the one that you know carried a heavier weight.
Wow.
So I choose to carry that weight because I know that this is what I should be doing, and this is where God decides to use me. A lot of people say, "Oh, girl, you're gonna be a preacher. Oh, girl, you're gonna be a minister. Why you ain't preaching yet?" Because that's not where God called me.
Why would people say that?
That's
Why do people do
that's
that?
not because our culture says if you can give a word, you can take a text. But
That's true.
God gives me a word in the moment of song, and that is my moment where God uses me. I am a psalmist.
That's right.
Versus just someone who sings. I'm a psalmist, which is more than just singing a song. Anybody could sing a song, but when God chooses you as a psalmist, you take command of atmospheres, and they change immediately.
Wow.
And so I took that weight that God has given me, and no, it hasn't been easy. Yes, there has been frustrating days. Yes, there has been things that happened in my life that I caused. There has been things that happened in my life that God chose. There has been things in my life that I didn't understand why it was happening, and He chose it because I had to go through it.
Gotcha.
I had to go through it, and so I think once you realize what you have inside of you, and then it becomes an eye opener to everyone else. A lot of times people can see you further than you can see yourself.
That's true. That is true. So in that, I guess in that experience, how do you cultivate that?
Some people sit down, they meditate, you know, then God downloads words to them, and then, you know, I got the word for the city. You know, that's not how God, that's not how me and God talk. That's not how we dialogue at all.
I appreciate that.
That's not how I'm not good at fasting and praying, and you know, I'm not good at, you know, turning away my plate and not eating 3 meals a day. If you see me, I like to eat. Okay,
eat. Is the emphasis on that one?
Eat. So God is still working on me on that part. But
I believe it.
God talks to me in different ways. So God will talk to me while I'm driving down the road, and He'll be like, "Don't do that," and I'll be like, "What?"
The most random time.
Yeah, like while I'm driving, I talk to God the most when I'm in my car.
You think that's your closet? Well, go ahead.
I personally think it's my closet because it's where God speaks to me the most. It's where I'm the most clear. I'm focused.
Yeah.
I'm not all over the place when I'm at home. I'm trying to figure out what to cook, what I'm gonna clean first. You know, all those things, the kids, everybody. You know, I'm focused on, you know, everything else, so I don't get a chance to sit down at home. But when I get in my car, you know, even if the kids are in the back seat, you know, they have their little technology, and it's just, they're not talking to me. They don't want nothing. It's just me and God. Normally, if I'm really upset or something like that, I go take a drive, and in that drive, God calms me.
Wow.
When I was going through a season in my life where I was just all over the place, I would just drive.
Yeah.
I've seen so much of Richmond, like legit. I would just get up, like I'm feeling overwhelmed, I'm feeling anxious. I would get up and drive, and in those moments, I wouldn't even cut on music.
Really?
No music.
Wow.
No music, because if it's in, most time music clouds your mind. So depending on what you're listening to, depends on how it would make you feel. And at those moments, I didn't need to feel anything but God.
Wow. You have children, right?
Yes.
And I know 2 of them, y'all, lovely kids. They are amazing kids.
You can't be afraid of those things.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to take them head on. Say, this is what I'm gonna do. This is how I get there. Let's get there, and do it.
Yeah,
and do it.
I'm sure your kids understand that.
Oh, absolutely. My family understands it.
Babies, right?
Yes, my family understands it. My kids know that on Friday, we're probably, well, not right now, but on Friday we probably have a service to go to. So we're gonna grab something to eat real quick, and then we're gonna go to church. We're gonna change our clothes. We're gonna go to church. My kids right now are like putting on church clothes to go to the store because they want to go to church. They are putting on church clothes to go to the store. Okay, my son he called them preacher clothes. So he wears
that's
preacher
the
clothes.
preacher man right there.
He wears preacher clothes all day long. All day long. And so I want what I do now to set my kids up to be the best that they can be. And I don't want them to be what I am. And I don't want them to have to go through what I went through.
Amen.
And I don't want to, you know, I don't want them not to experience anything in life, but I definitely want to make sure that what I'm doing is a good example to them.
I got you. So with that being said, do you think your kids have some type of gift in that? Like when you watch them, because I know they're young, but you always sense something.
Absolutely.
You think that?
Absolutely. Both of my kids are crazily gifted. It's not my kind of gift though. You know, that it's their gift. My daughter loves to act and things like that.
Oh, for real?
So, you know, we're talking about YouTube. I mean, she has so many videos on my phone that says, thank you for subscribing to my channel.
For real?
I mean, none of them got to YouTube yet. So, you know, my son will make a full band with a stand, with a mic, out of anything. So they have their own thing, you know. My daughter is always yelling, Elijah, stop preaching. We don't want to hear you preach right now. You know, it's always something. So I think we're setting them up to be, me and their dad sets them up to be the best that they can be, and not us.
I understand.
Not us, you know. Definitely want to push them and push your kids.
Yeah. Push
your kids to be whatever. They're, of course, when we were younger, we didn't think it was necessary. I did not think them telling me the Bible, that's the book for me. You know, I did not think I stand upon the word of God, the Bible. Okay? I did not think that was going to be necessary, but my God, how do I need the Bible?
Okay.
And I'm teaching my kids the same thing.
Exactly.
I'm teaching my kids the same thing because they're going to need the Bible. My daughter says stuff that don't nobody else say. So
true story.
She be like,
I love it. She needs a channel, I'm telling you.
She be like, girl, you was screaming today.
Did you hear her say that though?
Girl, you was screaming today.
Where did she get that personality from, y'all?
Actually, she is my mother. So people think it's me. It's actually not. My mother was more outspoken than I am.
Oh, for real?
And so my mother actually passed away like 2 months, maybe 2 months after I had her.
Wow.
And when I say my daughter is literally my mother all over again.
That is crazy.
And my son, like, is literally acts like my dad. And both of my parents both of my parents are deceased, so like I live with my mother and my father in little form.
How do you deal with the fact that, man, both of my parents are gone?
I didn't deal with my mom passing. I just kept going. I just kept going because I felt like that was the best way.
Yeah. Okay.
That was the best way
That makes sense.
not to break down, not to have this emotional. I used to be a very emotionless person. I didn't have emotions. I didn't care. Like,
wow.
You could like cuss me out one day, and the next day I'd be like, "What do you need?" Wow. Like I was very emotionless when my mom passed. I didn't really care about anything, you know. Even though she was, you know, we were very, very close. I didn't let the weight of it get on me.
Yeah.
But
do you
all
think
that
was healthy?
No, it wasn't.
Oh,
it wasn't healthy at all.
Wow.
It wasn't healthy at all because when I decided to deal with it, I was dealing with everything.
Wow.
So that I just
everything came cracked.
Everything came cracked. Like my world became a downward slope.
Oh, Father.
Since we're talking about praise and worship leaders outside of worship,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
All the while, I'm at my highest peak of God, like, just taking me to the next level.
Yeah.
But socially, I was plummeting because I didn't emotionally. I was plummeting. I was in the craziest point of my life, and but yet every time I got up, that pain catapulted me to a whole nother level.
Gotcha.
As far as praise and worship.
Yeah.
Because I had to talk to God. Because I couldn't talk to anybody else. I didn't know how to say how I felt. I didn't know what I was feeling. I didn't know who to talk to. When I tried to talk to my dad about my mom, he was like, I don't really want to talk about that.
For real.
So, because he was still grieving himself.
Absolutely.
Plus, he was getting sick himself, and, you know, so he didn't really want to talk about it. So I had to figure out who to talk to, and how to talk about it, and I couldn't. So I had to talk to God and be like, just give me something, give me a moment. And he gave me moments where I would see the impact of what he's given me. I don't think that God would give you a gift without allowing you to go through things.
I believe that.
And I believe he takes you through those things to make you better. And I think he made me better through grief. I'm still dealing. I am not. Okay, let me make a PSA. That is a personal service announcement to you. I am not at the best. But God knows I've come a long ways from where I was, because I hate to use this because that's what people say and it's so cliche, but I was literally a wretch undone while being like the most saved person in the world.
I got you.
You know?
I got you.
Like God was still using me, and everybody was like, girl, you, whatever you are going through, I just asked God to keep you there. Because they were, because yes, people have said that to me.
Crazy though.
People have said that to me. Whatever you are going through that have gotten you to this point,
keep you struggling.
Keep you there because God is using you.
Y'all be careful what y'all say to these people.
Yep. I'm serious.
When
People have
you
said
heard that, like, how would you respond to that? Like, would that catch you off guard?
It would catch me off guard, but it was like, okay, okay, God, what you're taking me through is at least helping somebody else. Okay. I was able to talk. You know, I guess that's why people thought I had a word in me, and because I had so much struggle with that the only time I was blossoming was in that moment. And people take that as you have the world because they see your gift.
Yeah. But
your gift has to make room for you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And so I was not in a good place, but God brought me out, and He's still bringing me out. And I do when people say, you know, I hope you stay in that place, and you know, because God is using you. I do take that and say, God, don't ever let me forget the struggle.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that twist.
Don't let me forget the struggle.
She twisted. Y'all saw that?
The struggle is what it is what got me.
Yeah.
It is what made me take those long rides and talk to God. And in those moments, He would give me set lists, and He would give me, you know, I would start singing a song, and you know, God would give me song after song after song after song, and I would just, like, I have in my notebook, in my phone, I have just song after song after song. And sometimes when I can't figure out a set list, I ask God to take me back to those songs that I was going through when I was going through that you gave me. And a lot of times I'll go right back to those songs.
Okay. Y'all, she decided to stand.
Because I'm short and I'm round. And this stool has put my legs to side.
What inspires you the most when you're like listening to music?
I don't listen to a lot of record music. So I'll listen to a record. I mean, of course I support. I mean, I'm the one that goes on iTunes and spend the 99 cents. Okay? Because I know how much it takes to do it.
You know what?
That's why I go spend my 99. I am the one that still goes and buy. I still wish I had a CD player, honestly, because I love, like, I have a DVD player at home because I love the fact that I can just slide a CD in. I just love it. Okay, what were we talking about?
I was saying what inspires you the most musically?
Yes, so I said all that to say that I don't listen to a lot of studio music. I actually like to listen to people actually singing. Like, so I listen to a lot of live performance stuff. So usually by the time people like an artist, I no longer am interested. Because I like people in their beginning stages. Maybe it's because I'm in my beginning stages. Yeah. So I like to hear how people advance from their beginning stages to
that's good.
To now.
That's cool.
To now. So, like, I used to be, not used to be, but I am a Miranda Curtis fan. but I was more of a Miranda Curtis fan.
I'm with you.
When she first started, when she was like still singing like at church, like when she was going to every church and just tearing people up. Like when I say she was tearing people up, and people was like, "Who is Miranda?" No.
You haven't. Videos would go viral.
No, you haven't heard Miranda yet. What do you mean? And then when she started going viral and stuff like that, and started making CDs, it just became. I listen to her still, but I just don't listen to her as much right now. My favorite person to listen to is Tamla Harrison. You probably never heard of her. She's
I know her.
She's like one of the y'all look her up. Tamla Harrison. She's good. She's dope. Like I wish I could do half the stuff she do.
So she's your favorite right now.
She's like right now. That's who I listen to. I glean a lot off of like Todd Galbraith. Rich Tolbert was my favorite like 4 years ago. Literally, I still love him. Honestly, absolutely. I still love him. Absolutely. And I sing "Isn't He Beautiful?" That is my favorite song. Rich, like I was listening to him when he was doing, when he was still a part of that group. Like he was one of my favorites in the group. So like, if I ever was able to sit down with people, that's what I would talk about, is how you evolved from point A to point Z squared. You know? So
when she's, all rich and famous, and I invite her back, I'm gonna ask her one of those questions: how you evolved?
Call it.
Remember.
Call it.
I'm gonna say, remember my first YouTube channel.
And y'all make sure y'all go watch it.
Please. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, speed round. You ready? 10 questions. First thing pop in your head.
All right, let's see. Let's see. Y'all pray for me because worship leaders got a mind of their own. Okay, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Ready.
Favorite color?
Favorite color, pink.
Favorite artist?
Rich Tolbert? No.
You already said it.
Okay.
Favorite song?
If I Was a Boy.
Oh, good one. Best day of the week?
Monday.
What? Why Monday? Favorite snack? M&M's. Good one. Favorite TV show?
Cosby Show.
Favorite book?
The Bible. That's the book for me.
Morning and night person?
Night.
Describe yourself in 3 words.
Outgoing, crazy, inspirational.
All true, with great words. All right, dream job.
Not working. That's my dream job. Making money and not working. That is my dream job. To make money without going to work.
That is so dumb. Guilty pleasure.
Chocolate.
Pet peeve.
I hate when people sing Lord You're Mighty. It's the worst thing for me. Yeah.
Favorite scripture. Last question. Favorite scripture.
I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Yes. That's a good one. All right, that was the end of speed round. All right, this last game we're gonna play is called Catch My Flow. Basically, when I sing a song, the last word of my song, she has to start a new song with the last word. Catch my flow. That's a new song. Catch my flow. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right, let's start off with.
I gotta actually sing it.
Yes, and I want y'all to hear her voice. That's why I'm playing this game.
I gotta actually sing it. Okay.
Ready? Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I wanna see you.
You are great. You do miracles so great. There is no one else like you. There is no one else like you.
You are my strength, strength like no other. Strength like no other reaches to me. Got it, didn't I?
Me.
Got it, didn't I?
Me, myself, and I. Oh! Is what I found out. Cause it ain't no
Sneaky,
need to cry.
sneaky lady.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And she my favorite artist. I don't even know the words.
Last word was friend. So, friend, dang, friend.
Friends. How many of us have?
That's right, friends. Dang, I lost that round. That was a good round. You got me on that, friend. Dang, I thought I had you with me.
Okay.
I lost that one. All right, you go first.
All right. Let's see.
Catch my flow.
Catch
Part
my
two.
flow. Catch my flow. Catch my flow. What? Catch my flow. What? Catch my flow.
Go ahead.
Catch my flow. Flow to you. Flow to you. Let the rhythm of my worship flow to you. Lord, I praise in all I do. Let the rivers of my worship flow to you. Like streams in the valley. Swell with the rain. Let's go rain.
Rain down on me.
Hey!
Rain down on me. Rain down on me. Let it fall.
Falling in love with Jesus.
I tried to get it at that.
Falling in love with Jesus.
That was good.
Falling in love with Jesus
Y'all hear that voice?
was the best thing I've ever,
Oh,
ever.
ever. Hey, she got me. I lost again. Dang. This is my game and I can't win. This is pissing me off.
All right.
Last
Catch
round.
my flow,
Uh-huh.
what? Catch my flow, what? Catch
You
my
gotta go first 'cause
flow.
you won again.
Okay. Catch my flow. Catch my flow. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God.
God, great God. I don't know these
Worthy
words.
of our
Uh-huh.
glory. We stand in your presence. Blessed they are. Jehovah. Where it going?
Jehovah, that's it.
Jehovah. We praise you.
Good one. Jehovah.
Jehovah. We
bless your name.
You can't say the same.
We bless.
That's the same song.
That is not the same song. That is the same song. I just continued on. We lift your name high, high in the earth.
Hey!
All right, I'm gonna say it again. We lift your name high. I think I won.
Higher, higher, higher,
Oh, come on.
higher, 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 higher. Lift Jesus.
Jesus. Oh, what a wonderful child. Jesus. So lonely, meek and mild. New life, new hope.
Hope.
I won.
Hope.
I won.
Hope.
I won.
He won, y'all.
I got one. I'll take it. You know what? I had a great time, y'all. This is my first.
This is something. Okay, he won for it. He won.
I did. I won that one. That Hope got her. Didn't I tell you I was gonna get her?
Hope got me.
But that's good. 2-1. I'll take it. It's my first time. Thank you so much, Jaccarri. When I say you are someone that I admire and I love, appreciate you so much I've learned so much from her musically, in leadership, as a person. She has mentored me. She has given me so much good advice. Y'all, look out for Jaccarri Bell. She is a rock star, and I mean that. I love you so much.
Love you too.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Give your kids my love.
Anytime.
And I'll see y'all next week, y'all.
Yes,
Don't
and you
forget.
can find me.
Yes. Social media.
JACCARRI on everything. Jaccarri. No
Bell.
last name.
No last name. Look, don't forget to hug someone, love someone, kiss them, tell them you care, because you never know, that might be the only time they hear it. All right? I love you guys. I'll see y'all next week.
What a friend we have in Jesus. Oh, our sins increase to bear.